So, welcome to the first ever On the Dance Floor podcast. I am your host, Demetrio Soliz. And not only am I your host, you guys, but I am also the very first guest. That's right, I'm the guest, you guys. So, give a round of applause. Yay! So I kind of figured why not start the show with me as being the first guest. So a lot of people have always asking me, what got me into dance, where have what everything that I've ever done in my dance career, you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and share that with you guys right now, my journey. So what got me into dance? I am one of five children, and growing up, I had a sister that kind of inspired me, Benita. If you're watching, shout out to you. So when we were little, she would always like get with some of my cousins, some of her friends, and she would always put together dances and stuff. And I've always wanted to learn them myself. And growing up, my dad was like, "No, that's for girls" and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I kind of enjoyed what she was doing and watching them and stuff like that. So I remember in music class we had to pick a song, me and some of my friends, and we actually picked a song from Usher, "Nice and Slow." That's my sister, put something together for us, and so she did. And I remember being so nervous and I didn't want to go, so I actually faked sick. I faked sick and I wasn't able to go. We weren't able to. I was able to show the routine or perform. After that, what got me into dance was I was 13, I believe I was, and I stood in quinceañera, which is my cousin, and my sister was actually the choreographer at the time, and she did. I remember it was from Limite, the Papacito Cumbia, and she choreographed it, and I fell in love with it. It was awesome. So shout out to you, to my sister Benita, for choreographing that one. And so yeah, it was the day of the quinceañera, and I saw everybody dancing, and I was, cumbias and stuff like that, and I was like, dude, that's cool. So I went ahead and started learning little cumbias. I really enjoyed myself. It made me feel a lot better. It made me smile and stuff. And as time went on, I met some good friends of mine, Crystal Rosas. Shout out to you, Crystal Aguero, and also my sister-in-law, Jennifer. And I saw that they would put together some cumbias and stuff like that, and I was like, dude, that's dope. I was like, teach me. So they would teach me and stuff, and we would go to quinceañeras, and I saw other people doing different cumbias, and I learned them and stuff, and that whole line dance and stuff, and it was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun. So that's why I kind of picked up on this when I wanted to dance and stuff. Like, I loved it, and I first started doing choreography. What was it? I stood in a quinceañera. I think I was about 18 years old. No, no, no. Rewind, rewind. It was through high school. I love to dance, and people in high school were having quinceañeras, and they asked me to be their main chambelan. So I went from standing in the quinceañeras to being the main chambelan, and I put together the routine. I think her name was Jessica Natal. I put together her choreography. And the first one was I stood in a quinceañera. I think her name was Stephanie. I think it was. So I was standing with my cousin, and we were all at practice, and we didn't know what to do. We're like, man, what should we do? We're all just standing around and stuff. I remember saying, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? Kind of thing. And they're like, yeah, 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 that's good. That's good. That's cool. That's cool. And so I put everything together. I was known as the choreographer, which I wasn't really the choreographer, but I did put it together. And so Quinceañera came. It was so much fun. I was there dancing, of course. And then after that, I'd have to say everybody comes in a moment in their life where they're just down, So I came to where I was just not knowing what to do in my life. I was working. I was actually going to school for criminal justice college. I lost my job, came to a low point in my life, and I was like, man, what do I want to do with myself? Like, I didn't know I know I wanted to do something. I just didn't know what. I started reading this book called The Purpose of Living. Here's where it gets deep, you guys. So I started reading a book called The Purpose of Living, and I remember the phrase saying, something that you love to do, something that you can be yourself, and something that just like makes you happy. So I thought to myself, I know a lot of DJs, I know a lot of party planners, I know everybody was a drug dealer. I was like, you know what? I don't know any choreographers. I was like, so that's what I want to be. I want to be a choreographer. So it was the first quinceañera I got hired for was out in Seguin, Texas, and it was with Crystal Roses, and her name was I don't remember her name. Was it Leanne? I don't remember her name. I think it starts with an L, and I think she still follows me as well on social media. Me and Crystal Roses, we went ahead and did that quinceañera, and it was the first paid one. And I, of course, I started real low. I think we charged like 100 or 200. I just wanted to test myself to see what I'm capable of. We loved it, and Larissa's her name, Larissa Leos. And so Larissa loved it. Her family loved it, and I was like, dude, this is so cool. Like, I had so much fun, teaching and putting things together. After a while, I'm not sure what had happened. It was just the first quinceañera, and after that, I just started watching like a lot of dance movies. I remember one that I really loved was Step Up. Oh no, You Got Served. You Got Served was one of the first ones that I watched, and that's when I started getting into hip hop and crump and that stuff. And so yeah, I started trying to do breakdancing and stuff, and couldn't do it. I couldn't really do it, so I stuck to hip hop. I started watching Sierra. Sierra was one of my inspirations on dancing hip hop. I fell in love with it, and I started learning dance routines and stuff, and it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun learning and stuff, and knowing that I can pick it up and the way they move. I started getting more quinceañeras. I also first joined my first dance group. I'm trying to go in order down the timeline. Met a few guys, and they were called Cumbia Chicos. I think I was about like 20. I was early 20s. I think I wasn't even 21 yet. I met them, and they wanted me to, be a part of their group. So I was like, sure. They were standing quinceañeras, and they were also being, chambelanes. I joined them. I did some of their choreography and stuff, and it was a lot of fun. I think some people also, they joined me. They still follow me to this day. And we were a dance group, and also the main guy, he would sing. We formed that group and stuff like that, and it was a lot of fun. I think I took it more serious than they did. Every time we'd get hired for gigs, to do gigs, they would go and cause trouble. I remember one time they came back laughing and saying we had to leave. Well, I was like, why? And so we got in the car, and they were saying that they broke the sink in the restroom. I don't remember what hall this was. I was like, man, after that incident, I got out. I was like, no, I'm not going to be going roaming with these guys. And not only that, I kind of felt like they were just doing it to, get girls. Which, I mean, to each its own, whatever you do it for, passion, the money, to get girls, hey, to each its own, That wasn't my style. So I went ahead and got out of it. Started doing more quinceañeras on my own, and it wasn't until I booked a quinceañera in New Braunfels. Not a lot of guys that there was a court. They really liked the choreography that I did. I told them, I was like, why don't we start a little group, And so we started a group out there in New Braunfels, and we tried to figure out a name. And I was like, you guys are from New Braunfels. New Braunfels is, I think area code is like 830. So I was like, why not the 830 dance crew? I think 830 boys or something like that. Yeah, 830 boys. And then we started bringing in girls. We changed it from 830 boys to 830 dance crew. And so we did a lot of fun gigs with them out in Seguin. I was basically like their manager. And so we had actually did In Schertz, Texas, they have a 4th of July carnival, the Jubilee Carnival. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that. We actually performed there 1 year, and then from there, from the A3O Boys, I started forming my own group, which was Soliz Dance Entertainment. We did the Jubilee Carnival for, I think it was 2011, I believe it was. And from there, the Schertz magazine, the city of Schertz wanted to put me on the Schertz magazine. So I got a 2-page story on Schertz magazine years ago, and I still have that magazine till this day. So yeah, that was also cool. They sat down, interviewed, put our name, on the magazine. Before that, I did my cousin's quinceañera, and so that one came out pretty cool. So as time went on, I started doing quinceañeras. I started telling myself, I can do this, different things all the time. It's not always the same, choreography. So yeah, I fell in love with it. After that, me and A3O Boys departed. And so I started forming my own group together, my own choreography. We started doing hip hop. The A3O Boys were just, Latin music. And so with my dance group, we were actually doing hip hop, music from Sierra, Lil Wayne, Drake. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We did a few quinceañeras with a couple of DJs and stuff. And then in 2014, I actually eloped. I got married and I moved to Hawaii. I wasn't really doing anything, in Hawaii. I was, kind of living the Hawaii life and stuff. And after 3 years, I got divorced and then stayed out there in Hawaii for an extra 3 years. And I kind of missed dancing. So I would be in the garage and I'd be, learning routines like on YouTube from Matt Stefanina and other dancers, and so I was like, dude, I really miss dancing. I miss, putting dance routines together. And I was like, I think I want to move back to Texas. I went ahead and made the decision to move back to Texas. I'm going to try to go off by memory. So yeah, I started doing dance videos out there in Hawaii. I released some, posted it on YouTube. I think I still have a few of them on YouTube. You guys want to go ahead and check it out. I was at work one day. I had a customer at my work and be like, Demetrio, I didn't know you danced. And I'm like, yeah, how do you know? So she ended up to be a fashion designer over in Hawaii. And she said that one of her models were watching my videos and she recognized me. And I was like, yeah, that's me. So she actually gave me a good opportunity. So the opportunity was that she was going to book me for one of the biggest gay clubs out in Hawaii, which is Scarlet. I was going to be opening up for Raja O'Hare, one of RuPaul's drag queens. And so I was like, yeah. So the only thing is that I had to wear her clothing. And I think I still have it to this day. So I was like, yeah, I bet, let's do it. So I had to put more routines together. We were going to have other dancers dance with me, but it was such short notice, and they weren't really catching on quick with the choreography. So I was going to be performing by myself. So the day comes to perform. I didn't meet Raja. I was actually rehearsing on stage before showtime, like an hour before. And while I was rehearsing, I actually ruptured my Achilles. So in case you guys don't know what an Achilles is, it's that like behind your leg right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's that it feels like a little bone, but it's not a bone, it's a tendon. And so I think it's a tendon. So it actually ruptured. And so during rehearsal, so I had to go to the emergency room, go check it out, and I was actually on crutches. The whole process for healing was probably about 6 months. So within that time, I had actually moved back to Texas, and this was, I think, in 2020. So I was like, yes, I'm going to be able to dance again and kind of do the whole quinceañera thing. But I wasn't able to move back to San Antonio. My job actually transferred me to Austin. And so I moved back to Austin, still on crutches, and wasn't able to do anything. Unfortunately, when I got healed and everything, the doctor gave me the okay, I can start being active again. COVID hit. So there wasn't really much going on. No quinceañeras, no dance, no nothing. So I was like, okay. But then along came TikTok. TikTok came along, and a lot of friends were like, you got to get on this TikTok, and it's pretty cool. You can do that, do this, and stuff like that. So I was like, nah, because it's just like another thing for me to be checking daily. And so I really didn't have the energy to be doing that. I already checked Facebook, I already checked, YouTube, and I already checked all this stuff. So I was like, I got to the point where it was like, we got so bored, and I went ahead and downloaded it, and still trying to find my niche. I wasn't sure what to be doing on TikTok. I did some dance videos. That's what everybody actually liked. My friend David, that kind of got me into started doing TikTok dances and stuff like that, because he would do it, and so he had me on his TikTok, and then people would follow me and stuff, and then so um, I was like, okay, well, I want to dance again, so why not do this whole TikTok trend? Went ahead and did that, and so with COVID, I always caught myself being here in San Antonio visiting family and collabing with other people that were doing TikTok dances. Everybody started following me because I was doing a whole dancing thing. They loved the way I danced and stuff. And so fast forwarding a little bit, I was watching dance videos at one point, saw this shirt, a dancer wearing a shirt, and it said, dancers are athletes. And I was like, dude, that's so cool. I was like, I want one of those shirts. And so I tried to look online. I saw one, but I don't know who it was from, or who had it or whatever. So, and it wasn't really my style. It was like a plain bold letters, and I was like, I want one that kind of says me. So, or the style that says me. Cut. Before that, okay, before that, I had met AJ Rivas. I met AJ through David. This artist reached out to artist. Was named Mr. Pimpin' at the time, but now goes by the name of Lee Valentine. Lee Valentine reached out to AJ and was like, hey, I'm releasing this song. I want you to kind of help promote it on your TikTok. AJ called David and I and was like, hey, I want you guys to be back up dancing on this song. I gotta do a little promo video for it. And we're like, cool, bet. So David was actually the choreographer for video. It was called Loco por Ti. For those of you guys who haven't seen it, you guys can check it out, or hear it. You guys can check it out anywhere where music is played. Once again, Lee Valentine, Loco por Ti. He actually did that song with DJ Kane, the original lead singers from the Cumbia Kings. So that was cool. That was an opportunity, and so David and I said cool. It was David and I. David did the choreography, and that's where Lee Valentine, he kind of was like, he saw the video and was like, dude, that's dope. Who are those dancers? And so we brought on another dancer. It was three of us, and we did the music video for Lee Valentine. Fortunately, David had gotten sick at the time, so it was just me and the other dancer, which was Mims. And so we did that music video for Lee Valentine. Lee Valentine, big shout out to you, bro. And so I think after that, that's when the whole dancer athletes came about. And so once again, I wanted, the letters to be my style, something different. I want to have like an urban style. So I go with the dancer athletes. I get with Lee Valentine. He also does like, excuse the dog, but he also goes. He also does like what is it called? Fonts and stuff like that. He does the whole thing. So me and him got together, and he went ahead and got the font that I wanted. So it actually says dancer athletes. It's orange and yellow. And in case you guys haven't seen it, it's got like, oh, you know what? I got it here actually. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me hold it up here. So this is the logo that we put together. Dancer athletes. Let me see. Trying to make it to where I can see you guys. I don't know if y'all can see it. But underneath, sorry for the glare. Underneath is a city. What is it called? There's cities. I don't know what it's called. Like the outlining or something. I don't know what it's called. Somebody drop in the comments what it's called. But yeah, it said dancers or athletes, and we put the dances in the back, which is really, really dope. I really enjoyed it. And we ended up making shirts. I ended up making a shirt of it. This is a long journey, you guys. We made the shirt, put it on a shirt. I was doing dance videos downtown in San Antonio. Did a few dance videos with the shirt. And then my aunt, or my cousin, I think it was, she had told me that Kelly and Ryan, they do a skit showing dancers. I submitted my video to be on to come up on there. It was a dancer athlete shirt. Months went on. I totally forgot about it. And then I wake up one morning. People are like, hey, I saw you on Kelly and Ryan. And dude, that was so cool. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I was not on Kelly and Ryan. So I was like, what's going on? I was like, I was not on Kelly and Ryan. I was like, what's going on? So I posted on social media. I was like, hey, I was like, I was on Kelly and Ryan. Can somebody show me the video? Because I wanted to make sure it was me. So somebody sent me the video. And if you go to my Instagram, I think I have it on my YouTube channel too. If you go to my Instagram, I actually have it on there. My dance video that I submitted was on Kelly and Ryan. I was like, what the heck? And they even recognized the shirt. I think it was Ryan was asking, does the shirt say dancers or athletes? And they agreed. You know, they're like, yes, they are. And, you know, they gave me my kudos and stuff like that. And so that was dope. So after that, everybody was wanting a shirt. And so they were like, oh, make it your merch. Make it your merch. And I was like, okay, cool. So I started selling the shirt. Dancers or athletes, started making stickers and stuff like that. Phone cases, keychain, koozies. It was actually going pretty good. And here's where this is gonna come. So nobody knows this is the first time me saying this on anything. So I get a message on Instagram from a dance company, which I'm not gonna say, out in New York. And it was basically a cease and desist. And that they ended up claiming that the logo or the slogan was theirs, that I could not use it, and that if I sold another shirt, that they were going to take me to court. So I was just like, what the heck, what's going on? Who are these people? We did get into a heated argument over the Instagram, and I was like, I was talking smack to them, not gonna lie. And so I even went onto their website, and sure enough, there it is right there. And I tried to fight for it, but we went online and everything, and sure enough, they were the owners of the slogan, Dancer Athletes. So yeah, I had to stop everything. I was bummed out because I wasn't trying to. Everybody was telling me, that I should trademark it, but they actually trademarked it, and I didn't want to trademark it. I'm not sure or how to do all that, so I didn't do it. Yeah, so the Dancer Athletes is trademarked, you guys. You could go to court for it. Excuse me. So I had to stop selling the shirts, which I did. All the shirts that I had, everything I had made, I kind of gave it out. Everything is cool with that company and I out in New York. They always said, if you're ever in town, come take a class, maybe me teach a class. That's actually pretty cool. They're pretty good people out there. So yeah, that is actually what happened to the Dancer Athletes. So I still wear the shirts. I still am a big advocate of the slogan, Dancer Athletes, because we really are. A lot of people may say, oh, they're not athletes, whatever. Well, this is a message for you guys that don't think dancers are athletes. Let me teach you a few routines and keep practicing. You're gonna get a sweat. It's a good cardio workout. That's what happened with the dancers or athletes. Again, nobody knows, and I don't want people to think that it's my slogan, because it's not. I didn't even want to take credit for it, because I actually saw it on a dance video that I was watching. So it's not my slogan. It's not me. I know a lot of people here in San Antonio. They probably see it. They think of me, and so I really don't know how it got to the dance company. But hey, all I can say, no tea, no shade. That's how much of an impact my merch was doing. That was that. So after a while, I got bummed out. I actually felt like CPS came and took my children. Like I was like, oh man, like that's actually what I was doing to make my money to like kind of like keep going, with my dance. But anyways, before all that, how I got my name out there, how I got involved in the dance community. I don't know, a few people. I think it was the video from Kelly and Ryan. Some people in the dance community, they saw it. They started following me. I don't know. I wanted to kind of put myself out there, and I wanted to do more than just quinceañera choreography. I saw ABD City Studio, AAB. Yeah, I don't know what the acronym stand for, but it was Ab City Dance Studio out in San Antonio. I saw that they were having an event for dancers in San Antonio. I went ahead and latched onto it. Told them I wanted to perform. I did my first competition, and I'm not really big on competition, but I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and go for it. So I went ahead and did it. I sent them some of my dance videos, auditioned for them, and they allowed me to be a part of the event. So that's where I met a whole lot of people from the dance community. Time out. No. Rewind. I think I had my own event first, which was called Dancers Are Athletes. And from there, I performed. A few guys that I was dancing with were performing. And it was a good crowd. I had Lee Valentine and along with other artists perform as well. And AJ Rivas was the host for it. I had a lot of good sponsorships as well. After that, you guys, I was bummed out. Was trying to find something else to, be an ambassador, I guess you can say, for. I was online and I heard about Fuego. So I think it was on TikTok. I saw TikTok on Fuego, started following them. So I started checking them out, and I saw the dance shoes, which were pretty dope. I saw about the pivot points. So anyway, and I saw that they were looking for brand ambassadors. I went ahead and submitted my application, sent them a few dance videos, why I should be a brand ambassador. I think a few weeks later, they sent me an email back saying that they would love to have me as a brand ambassador. I went ahead and got my first pair of shoes first. Let me tell you guys, these shoes are freaking awesome. But here are the white shoes, you guys. Yeah, they're pretty. I need some new ones. So Fuego. So they accepted my application and everything. So they gave me my own discount code as well. So about the Fuegos, you guys. Fashion meets function. Dance shoes don't need to look like dance shoes. You have your dual pivot points, boost spin ability. They do actually help you pivot and spin while reducing torque on your knees. And they are lightweight. They're 84 ounces, and they're the lightest sneakers you'll ever experience, you guys. So with these, they are light. They're vegan free. And so here are the white shoes right here. They're pretty cool. I only use them for dancing when I'm dancing. I don't really use them like out in the streets and stuff like that. So there are your white low tops, and here are your red high tops. Yeah, here are your red high tops. And they're actually pretty cool. I like wearing these only if I'm like wearing red and stuff like that. So here are your dual pivot points. They have all kinds of styles. You can probably see the picture in the back. They actually sent me that. They sent me this, and they also have the logo on it, and it has all your shoes. So if you order now, you guys, you get 10% off using my discount code, which is DSOLIZ10. Go check them out. They're also available in kids as well. The link is in my bio on my Instagram and Facebook. Go check it out. Order you a pair. They also have your shirt, hat, socks. They actually just released the red low tops, so those I'm gonna get as well. So yeah, I am a brand ambassador for the Fuegos. So that's kind of what lifted me up as well, because after the Dancers Are Athletes, I got this is gonna be a legit thing. So if you guys ever see me sharing Fuegos, again, you can get your pair 10% off. Use my discount code with Soliz10. If you follow me on social media, the links are in my bio, Instagram, TikTok, all of the good stuff. So I did the hip hop fest. Yeah, I started meeting a lot of cool, awesome dancers as well. I loved all of their styles. After that, collabed with a few dancers. A lot of the dancers that I've met and are pretty cool. See, Dakota Cerny, shout out to you for being a real one. Monse, who else? Tone. I didn't go by Tone. Shout out to him. He's been humble. JJ Delgado. What's up? She was actually on one of my other podcasts that I did. Shout out to JJ. What's going on? If you're watching, who else? Marcus Morales. He's been a big support as well. So shout out to him and NXG Dance Crew. Bianca Maldonado and her group, Undefined No Definition, did a couple shows with them. They're actually pretty cool. So did the Melody Born as well. What else? Yeah, it's so far, you guys. Everything has been a journey, and I'm having fun with it all. A lot of people may say, "Oh, you're just trying to become, famous, dance famous, and stuff like that." So, this is just a hobby, you guys. Wherever I go, I go. I'm not, trying to be the next big dancer or anything like that. But this is a hobby. This is an escape for me, and it's really it's gotten me out of a lot of situations. I'd have to say, if it wasn't for reading that book, The Purpose of Living, who knows? Maybe I would have became a drug dealer or out in the streets, locked up. I come from a background of family being locked up and all the time, and I'm not gonna lie, I did like 2 weeks in jail. Don't want to do that again. Kind of straightened me up. Yeah, what else? What inspired me to be a dancer, but what wanted me to actually put myself out there, inspired me to do dance videos and teach as well. I'd have to say I follow Brian Puspos. I follow Matt Stefanina, Ken San Jose, Sean Liu, Tracy Miranda, Jojo Gomez. Watching their videos on YouTube made me really fall in love, and I was like, dude, that's what I want to do. Yeah, I started, booking my own workshops. I do a lot of a few workshops over in San Antonio. That's where people join. I kind of want to get something started here in shirts. It's originally where I'm from. And but I don't know how the dance community is around here, so I don't know. But what else? I don't. I think that's probably about it. So, oh yeah, so yeah, Lee Valentine. So we did his music video, and I did also a few music videos with Lee Valentine as well. I think I did 2 other ones. So. Shout out to you, Lee Valentine. Glad you're doing okay, man. Yeah, gotta check out his music. You guys can follow him on YouTube, Instagram. I think he's on iTunes as well, so download his stuff. I'm always posting to go to my Instagram. There it is. What else? I did a music video for Funny Nene. He's a TikTok sensation here in San Antonio. Big shout out to you, bro. How I landed that one was, I think my tia followed him. I know my mom would always follow him as well and share his videos, and he had posted that he was looking for dancers, and so my tia tagged me in it, and he actually reached out to me. We auditioned for him. He came out and we showed him some stuff. Got to be a part of that music video. So big shout out to Nene for having us being a part of his music video. You guys can check him out. I think the video is on YouTube as well. Doing awesome. And what other music video did I do? I don't know on the top of my head. So like when people ask me, everything that I've been doing, it's we really gotta sit here, and this is where I decided I wanted to. Why not, just come and have me as the first guest, and share with you guys everything that I've done. A lot of people are, you know, what got you started, what made you do this. So here it is, you guys. And so thank you guys for all your support. I really, really appreciate it. One thing I also wanted to talk about was the death of my mom. So last year in January 24th, I lost my mom, and she was a huge, huge support. She was a big, huge support system that I had, and she would always go to my to the shows that we had, anything big that we had. She went to Lee Valentine. She was excited that I got the Nene music video because she was a big fan of his, since he was doing videos in the car with his grandma. And so she was real excited about that. And so after my mom passed away, you guys, I did not see. I She was actually like my best friend. Anytime I was like going through anything, I'd go to her and she'd give me some great advice. And so after I lost my mom, I did not really have any more interest in doing what and dancing or anything. So when you lose somebody that close, you don't really. It doesn't take a few days, you guys. So it's already been a year, and I think I'm finally, adjusting to it. So the whole year, you guys, I was ignoring bookings. I was pushing people away. I just wanted to be by myself. I wanted to actually grieve from the death of my mom. And so a lot of people would message me on Facebook, where you been? How come you're not posting anything anymore? And so that's where I've been, you guys. I've been taking some time off. I've been grieving. And I've been getting invited to a lot of events, and I'm just like, no, 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 no. I've been getting asked to perform in a lot of events, and I'm just like, no, no, no. Like, even though they paid me, I was like, no, 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 no. Music videos, I was getting asked to, do some music videos, and I was just like, no, 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 no. Like, I didn't want to anymore. So, but now, I'm not gonna say I'm back, but I have adjusted to losing my mom, and I really can't say what my mind is now, but it's better. And yeah, so I kind of want to just get back out there, kind of thing. Collabing with other dancers, which I will be soon. I'm not gonna say with who, and there's a lot ahead, stored ahead for me. But yeah. So that's where I've been, you guys. Well, I did the whole podcast with other dancers and stuff, and now I'm back, and seeing a lot of dancers, and they're doing a lot of amazing things. And so I kind of want to hear their story, And so if you guys are watching this and you guys want to be a part of this podcast, and you guys want to tell your story, where you guys been, where basically share your journey. You want to share your journey, hit me up, and we can get you guys on the podcast. There's a lot of people that I want to get on here as well, and I have a few other guests. So the next guest is going to be Tuesday, March 18th. So you guys make sure you guys tune in and hear his or her side of the story. So everybody has a story, and a lot of people, it's a struggle to get to where they are today. And so I'm not gonna say it was a struggle for me, but it it had its ups and downs. So I think that's just about it on my side where I've been. Um, yeah. So well, I didn't say how I started doing my whole dancing crew over here. So but yeah. So when I came back from Hawaii, my cousin and my little nephew wanted me to teach them how to dance. So I started teaching them how to dance, got a studio and stuff like that, and started teaching them how to dance bachata, cumbias, and a couple hip hop routines and stuff. And so yeah, and so from there on, I started doing the whole, chambelanes, backup dancers for quinceañeras and stuff like that. And so in 2024, I actually got nominated for best choreographer, and in 2025, didn't win, but I was glad to have gotten nominated. So that already is a winner already. So yeah, you guys, it's been a journey for me. I've done a lot with my dance journey. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to become this big old famous, person that or big famous dancer and stuff. It's just I enjoy it. I love it. I love teaching. I love to see people's progress, and yeah, and it's an escape. I know everybody says, it's an escape from reality, but whenever I'm in a dance studio, when I'm dancing, I just forget about everything else and I have so much fun. And so, again, I forget, the all my depression. Yeah, that's also what I went through, depression, I guess you can say, the whole grieving with my mom's death. And so, right now, you guys, I'm just talking and talking and talking. So, but yeah, if you guys tuned in, you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm not sure if I forgot, if I left something out, but yeah, it's been an amazing journey, and I'm I'm hoping to um, keep going. And again, wherever this takes me, it takes me. And so, yeah, I think that's about it. So, well, we did not have any comments. I don't know if anybody joined, but thank you guys for joining. I kind of wanted just to put that, get that out there, um, where I've been the past year. And so, yeah, we'll see what's next in store for me. So, well, I'm not sure yet. I do have a couple of dancers I'm going to be collabing with as well. Can't say with who. So we'll see what's next, you guys. I don't know. I was one time I was at work. This lady, she had told me once that she was like, I was working with her, up next to her, and we're chopping it up or whatever, laughing, all cool and everything. I was telling her my journey, and she kind of tells me, she was like, "Can I tell you something without you getting offended?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And she's like, "You don't belong here." And I was like, "What the heck? Like, right? I don't belong here." And she goes, sitting here, getting to know you and seeing your personality. She's like, "I see you as somebody in California. Like, just my personality, dancing and stuff like that." She's like, "You seem like you belong in LA." So I was like, So ever since then, this was probably like 2 years ago. So ever since then, I did think about it, but I feel like living in LA, trying to become a dancer and trying to become something big, I feel like it's going to be a needle in a haystack. So while I'm here in San Antonio, hey, wherever it takes me, right? So, but yeah, I want to say that's about it, you guys. So, once again, thank you guys for tuning in. You guys want to be a part of the next show? Hit me up with a message. Be like, "Hey, let's chop it up. Let's talk dance. All right, let's geek out. Let's geek out on dance." So, Yeah, you guys. So thank you for tuning in. Show the love, show the hate. Either way, it's great, you guys. And God bless you guys. I'm outie. Deuces.